I am back, and Unite changed it so you have to pick your moveset before the game. And guess what? I did not. Same as my other videos, I'm going to talk over the gameplay instead of just saying, here, watch my random Twitch stream. You'll see the emblems, you'll see the items, and you'll see me double time speed the clear in the jungle. When I'm clearing my jungle, I'm not necessarily looking at what I'm doing, it's mostly muscle memory, and I'm looking at the lanes to figure out where I'm going. And in this game, I'm going to go top. I made that decision after clearing the red buff, that's why I'm clearing this way. Overall, my clear speed was average, not necessarily the best, but not necessarily the worst. You'll see you make it up in time to get the KO on our pad. That's because the enemy was overextending. Now we're going to go over the contested farm and try to take out all their farm before we go for the 850Ds. We see the Scyther is off his pad and there's 3 of us, so Scyther is quite squishy, so we go at him with our full combo. Now we're going to take the score, and then we're probably going to go back and try to get the KO. We use our first move, we use our second Sparks, and we get him. Now Charcadet is also not evolved, so that means he has less defenses and is able to be ganked as well. And you see that I go in, and we're going to end up going after him, and then we're going to go after the bees. Bees are already being taken by our Delphox, so it's just a slow clear. But now we get the last big hit, and now we're just going to go back to farming. Our options are go middle, attack the Scyther, because he's overextending. I don't know why he's there. And there you see, I went Discharge. I am not a Discharge player. But this game, that's what was picked. So you'll see me go onto the Raichu, and he gets away on 1, which is unfortunate. And then the enemy collapses on me. So this is one of my mistakes. But again, I am not a Discharge player. I am a Wild Charge player. Coming out of the base, it's obvious I just go jungle here. That's the best decision for the map state right now from what I can see. And that's what I end up doing. Just going to clear the jungle. Using my discharge to clear the buff and not using it to clear the small one. Unfortunately, my team is griefing my jungle, and Mewtwo X, I believe, it took my blue buff and then went for my red buff. We see Scyther low, so we're going to use our Sparks to catch him and take him out. There's a fight on the top tier 1. We are going to try to defend that. This is a replay, so I did not necessarily see Raichu in that bush there. But now that I know Raichu's around, I know there's another squishy target for me to go after. And there you see me going after him. And I managed to take him out. I use my Unite move, and we're just waiting for the discharge to come up. And you see I'm kind of walking away. That's because I want to wait for them to group up before I use my discharge. We get the scores, and you'll see that I was thinking of backing, but we're just going to take the free objective top. And then we're going to go likely back to jungle, as opposed to going to bot lane. We'll see what ends up happening. There's not a real chance for them to steal this objective, seeing as we just wiped them, so... And pushing this, it should be straightforward. You see the patience there. One of the things about being an assassin is you never want to be first in, you just want to wait for the cooldowns of the enemies. And because I had the most points, I ended up scoring. Now they're pushing our tier 2 bottom. Potentially going backing and going to our tier 2 bottom would have been the better play, but I chose to run across the map and seeing if I could cut them off, anyone on the retreat. We see the Decidueye there, so you know that I'm going to pick him over top of the Blastoise, and then I did not expect Scyther and Blastoise to collapse, but they did. We're trying to help the team in the engagement, even though I'm low health. This is a mistake on my part. I'm likely going to get me KO'd. And there we go. Dead. And now Delphox is trying to get away. He flashed, but he also gets taken out as well. Coming out of base, not a lot on the map right now going on, so just trying to get some farm, get some more levels. We see the Blastoise here. We unite on the engage, and then we use our discharge. This obviously isn't a very good sequence for me, and it's just going to end up with me going for a quick death here, right out of spawn. And there we go. Now, where do I go this time? I'm not going to go back and make the same mistake. I seen the Decidueye scoring top lane, which seems like a random activity for Decidueye. Then he just decided to go for another stack, I guess. And as a wild charger, I would have taken very little damage, but as a discharger, I end up taking a lot of damage against the squishy attackers with the ADCs or the burst mages. But the bulk here, I just go in and I just take 2 of them out, or give them a significant amount of damage. You see me run away from the fight, again, that's because I'm waiting for cooldowns, and I'm just holding, and we managed to take him out. There's no real point to jump onto a Blastoise. Now, that's why we're turning to the objective. And we should be thinking about, where are we going next? Are we rotating bottom, or are we pushing this? And because the Decidueye is just being silly, we're just going to kill the Decidueye. We have healing, so we're going forward as a team. And you'll see what I mean about the Discharge doing a lot of damage to these all-rounders. And we end up pushing this in eventually. And now you see Blastoise taking me for a ride. I try to get the KO. Doesn't work out for me. Just another in. Obviously, jungle's up. That's where I'm going. 3 minutes left on the clock. Just take the blue buff, take the Altoids, and then take the red buff. Delphox takes the buff from me, obviously, because it's good on Delphox as well, but just going to clear the rest of the jungle here, and then we're going to look to see where we can make a setup for the final fight. Right at this 230 part, you don't necessarily want to be farming, you want to be with your team. You don't want to be all spread out. And we see that the team is still not assembling really, so we're clearing the rest of the farm. And now we're going to go towards the middle and see if we can pick somebody off. And we're in the middle here. We're looking, and we see the Blastoise. So we spark, engage, and then we're going to run away, because there's no way I'm going to take him out in one combo. Desi's uniting, so we're trying to dodge. Our Delphox is being a little silly there, walking forward. And now the best engage is with the Unite, and then we use the Discharge, and we try to blow people up. And that's exactly what happened. Now it's just the Blastoise and the Raichu left. Raichu is back capping, so I'm pinging, let's go boys, and let's get this done. And you'll see I used my combo the first time, and now I'm going to hold my Discharge, and we're just speed pressing. You see the Raichu there? I'm jumping over and I'm discharging. There is no steal coming. And now our Delphox is going for the secure and manages to get it. So we're going to try to walk with our team. I'm going to full heal that. That's why it did 0 damage to me. And then we are going to clean up the 1-for-1 trade, which is net positive for them, but they don't end up taking a buff with the trade like that. Now we're just going to push them off the pad and score. And that's pretty much game right there. Alright, so you've seen, even with the misclick, I managed to do pretty well this game. The call out at 1 minute was we have a huge lead, so this is just us defending here at the end. We end up getting a couple more KOs here at the back end. But other than that, the game is over. We're standing on pad, we're being patient. We go and being defensive essentially. We're just not even using our dashboards. Now we're using our dashboards. There we go. Well, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. And if you want to see me play live, come by the Twitch stream. I'm on most nights after dark.